Hello, Pisces. This is Mary Elizabeth with Sacred Love Tarot, and this is your collective general energy weekly reading for January the 22nd to January the 28th. Thank you so very much for turning up and tuning in. Please like, subscribe, comment, hit the notification button, and share. Everything you do here helps this channel grow and is greatly appreciated. If you're looking for a more in-depth reading, you can connect with me at my email address, sacredlovetarot1971@gmail.com, or connect with me on Facebook. The link is in the description below. So let's see, Pisces, what your energy is for the week of January the 22nd to January the 28th. Here we go. Okay, so the first card to fall out is the Angel of Love. The second card is Rest and Rejuvenation. And the third card is the Thinking Man. Okay, so the Thinking Man is someone of authority, someone who's street smart, book smart, spirit smart. This could be some sort of guru or a person of authority, some spiritual guru, some sort of spiritual advisor. Could also be a medical advisor or a lawyer, doctor. But someone who's well-versed, someone who's articulate, someone who is in a position of authority, someone who just is pretty much an all-around, very smart, intelligent, well-spoken, spiritual, who just so happens to be in a position of authority. So we have the Angel of Love. This is all about loving yourself and rest and rejuvenation. So what I want to say here is perhaps you are just coming out of a relationship, and this period in time is a period of time is of nurturing and self-love. Nurturing, self-love, rest, and rejuvenation. And this Thinking Man perhaps is perhaps a doctor, perhaps a fertility doctor, perhaps a spiritual doctor, someone who, instead of practicing medicine, they practice it from a spiritual perspective. This could also be perhaps maybe establishing a new friendship that translates into a relationship a little bit later on down the road with this person. Again, well-spoken, soft-spoken, articulate, very knowledgeable on many things. So this can be an establishing a relationship here, or he could be someone, as I said, perhaps maybe like a doctor, or perhaps a medicine man, a spiritual guru, someone who deals with infertility or medicine in a different way, and it sees it in a different light, and helps through spiritual practices as opposed to medicine and things like that that doctors practice today. So we will see how this works. All right, so we have the Tower and we have the Ace of Cups. So the Tower is my favorite card. So the Tower kind of shows us that there are relationships or situations and opportunities that are built on a very weak foundation with very weak building materials, right? So whatever this relationship is, it is not whatever this is, right? Or whatever you have maybe had before, was a relationship or a partnership or an opportunity that was built on not a very strong foundation, and the structure wasn't very strong either. So Spirit kind of came along and said, hey, we recognize that this relationship, partnership, or opportunity isn't going very well. We also realize that it's not built on a very strong foundation or with very strong materials. So there is something that you need to see. So Spirit throws everything up in the air and crashes everything down just so you can see that, hey, this is what you have to work with, and this is what we are showing you that is not workable, right? So you decide to work with what is able to be worked with, and then you cast away what isn't. And then you're in this time of peace and tranquility and growth, because you are no longer being put in a position to try to build something out of nothing, right? You're not in a position anymore to try to build something out of these shitty, overused building materials and this shaky, sinking foundation, right? You've taken what you can work with, you toss the rest away, and the Ace of Cups is here to put you in a time of tranquility, a time of peace, a time of growth, a time of love, a time of universal connection, spirit, speaking your truth, surrounding yourself with nature, being in this place of self-love and confidence and beauty. And isn't that interesting that because you've chosen to love yourself and rest and rejuvenate and be in this place of peace and growth, that there are people who would fight you over that, that there are people who would try to convince you that the decision you made to walk away from what wasn't beneficial to you and to step into what is would be the wrong decision for you to make. And here's what I get from the Seven of Wands. You have a choice. You can defend yourself against these people. I mean, who are they? I mean, do they really make a difference in your life? And have they brought anything to your life? So you can make the decision to argue with them, be argumentative, be on the defense, or you can say, fuck that noise. I don't owe them any type of explanation on why I've chosen to do what I felt I needed to do for me. So I am going to set up boundaries. I'm not going to let them trigger me in any way. I am going to take a step back, step into nurturing and self-love, rest and rejuvenation, and they're just going to have to deal with the decisions that I have made for myself. And the star says, huzzah! We have seen what you've chosen to release and let go, and now we are filling your cup up with what you've been working hard for. So the star says you've released and let go, and because you've released and let go, you have set aside energy to create and manifest what it is that you've been visualizing or imagining, right? So this is a balance, releasing and letting go, getting something in return. And then so the star is pretty much your dreams coming true. Spirit recognizes that you understood the assignment. You read the room, you understood the assignment. You didn't let these people affect you in any way. You put barriers around yourself. You took a step back, self-love, nurturing, rest and rejuvenation. And for that, Spirit has recognized what you were able to release and let go, and now your dreams are coming true. And one of those dreams is to be in a position to come into abundance and prosperity, but enjoy it, not have to work as hard for it. And I think that's what the Nine of Pentacles is here. The Nine of Pentacles says, we recognize all the hard work that you've been doing. Now we want you to sit back. We want you to relax. We want you to read a book, have a glass of wine, eat some grapes, because in this position, reading this book, sitting here, showing the world what you were able to create for yourself, you are still growing. You are still moving forward. You are still manifesting, right? This is a time of intuition and a time of growth. And while you're at it, you're here not letting the outside world distract you, not letting these people distract you, not letting this be a distraction anymore, because you've let this go. So as you are coming into a time of abundance and prosperity and growth, and you are connecting with your intuition, and it's on, it's turned up till 11, and Spirit is working on your behalf, you're also in this place of emotional stability and balance, and not allowing the outside world to distract you from anything. And here you are, the Magician. So you are creating a spark of passion, of confidence, of independence, of wittiness, of being grounded and practical and detail-oriented, being nurturing and intuitive. And so you're creating the spark of of inspiration. All right, you're creating this spark of inspiration. You're creating this spark of connection with the divine. And from that creation, you step into the Two of Wands. And the Two of Wands is using one's imagination. Using one's imagination to manifest one's deepest desire, right? We have the world in the palm of our hands, and we are looking deep into that and asking ourselves, what is it that we want? Not 10 years from now, but right here in this present moment. What are we looking to manifest? What are we passionate about? What do we desire at this moment and at this time? And wands, that fire energy. So if the magician is creating the spark, then the Two of Wands is pouring a little bit of gasoline on that fire, right? Because we are taking that spark and we are igniting one's imagination, one's powers of manifestation. And we're doing it in completely new ways, because the Page of Cups is learning how to communicate with others, with spirit, source, and self in many different ways. Learning how to express oneself in many different ways and having fun with it. I mean, I love this card. There's this childlike enthusiasm and this messiness, and he's barefoot, so he's solid and he's grounded and he's stable, and he's just there, just in a space of creation, right? Not giving a shit about, what's going on anywhere around his vicinity. So if what you are trying to manifest is a period in a time of abundance, playfulness, using the wisdom throughout this journey to come to a place and a space of opportunity and abundance and prosperity and growth, and there's just something about the Queen of Pentacles to where her roots run very, 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 very deep. And she is very, very strong and very, very powerful. She has used experiences from the past to get to where she is at this moment. And there isn't a sense here of her allowing other people to direct or dictate the narrative, right? She stepped into that fool's journey, ignited that spark with the magician, released and let go what she needed to, recognized what no longer was beneficial, surrounded herself with the divine light of protection, called upon Archangel Michael to help her fight those who are trying to distract her and to preoccupy her from her journey, from her path. She put herself in a place of worthiness, in a place of nurturing and abundance and stability and balance and emotional nurturing, emotional stability. And as she recognized that she had the world in the palm of her hands, she used the gifts that Spirit bestowed upon her of imagination and creation. And she used that imagination and creation it was like a blank canvas, right? And she just went with it. And now she finds herself in a place of cornucopia, a place of peace and universal connection and tranquility and playfulness and abundance and prosperity and stability. And she's very open and receptive to more of it. And her dreams are coming true here. And there isn't this question of when or how. There's just this receptivity of I deserve or worthiness, So, and that's okay. And that is okay. So we have boundaries here, setting up boundaries. And from these boundaries, there may be a loss. So there's grieving, but through grieving, there's also growth. You're being also guided to pay attention to your dreams. And when I say grieving through boundaries, sometimes there are people who we surround ourselves with who take advantage of what we're able to offer them. And when we set up boundaries and they are no longer to be able to take advantage of what we have, they then start to attack or walk away. And these could be people that you've held very close for quite some time. So you could be going through a grieving process. Pay attention to your dreams. Ascension. Your soul's evolving to a higher state of consciousness. You are ready. We also have, as I said, pay attention to your dreams. We also have visions. Trust your ability to create the vision in your soul. That is exactly what the Two of Wands is, creating the vision that one has within their soul. The universe speaks. Look at that. Dreams and dreams. The universe speaks to you through dreams. Pay attention to your dreams. Know that you are divinely guided and loved. Talk soon. Bye.